All right, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for the 2 thumbs down already. I do appreciate it, by the way. Actually, it's amusing. But nonetheless, guys, let's get started with it. How do we look and how do we sound? Or rather, how do I sound? Sorry. So, Sam Smith, just answering your question, I think is going to go down this summer. I think first of all, let me back it up a little. There's a lot of shit going down in the city already. People are absolutely, are dying left and right, getting shot left and right. So you know how it's only going to get worse. And obviously, with the heat, things get bad. If we have a rainy summer, right, or a cooler summer, it shouldn't be as bad. But if we have a heat wave at any given time, the city is screwed. Wolf Mule, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So the city is, listen, it's always in trouble. It's going to be in trouble for the foreseeable future. There's not going to be a time in the city's history, if you will, or time where it gets better. It's just not. Sorry, trying to fix my boom. There you go. All right. So as far as listen, guys, the food prices, right? That's what this live stream's about tonight. Also, by the way, just a heads up for those that might not know, one of my videos were deleted. It was the propaganda night, right? So obviously, I said something that pissed off YouTube, and they got rid of it, and that was on the Angry Truth channel. Now, here's the deal, guys. I am not disappointed. I am not frustrated or mad that they deleted the video. I knew it was coming. I saw it. I saw it happening, right? And I was a little surprised that it didn't happen sooner, right? Shalom Bomb, the guy with the hairy afro. What you call it there? No, I was not at the job this morning. I wish I was at that job this morning. Keep in mind, I've been to that building twice for fires already. So it was just a matter of time that they caught a good job like that. And that's not going to be the last time. As you've seen, that's a big-ass building. But no, I wish I was at that job. I actually went to a smaller BS fire yesterday. Really small, really BS. It was actually disappointing. But let's not get into that. So, the Angry Truth guys, the bottom line to it is, it's sacrificial lamb, right? So the channel is up for getting deleted, if you will, right? So it's not. I'm not going to get pissed off because that's why I created that channel. I created that channel so that I could say what I wanted to say, and if it gets demonetized or deleted, guess what? I'm going to start another channel. So YouTube could wholeheartedly kiss my ass. It's not a big to do. Like I said, that channel is ripe for the deleting, if you will. All right. So, yeah, I just saw someone say Alaskan Prepper was on now. If you guys want to bounce back and forward, fine. If you guys want to focus on his channel, then watch the replay of mine. Fine. It is what it is, guys. The problem right now with live streaming is there are too many of us that saturated the YouTube live stream airwaves, if you will. No, YouTube live streams. Sorry. And there's just too many of us right now, and we are not on purpose stepping on each other, right? So the one person I try not to step on is Prepper Nurse 1 because that was his time slot, if you will. So I'm not going to be a prick and step on it. Yes, Teresa, right? He started at 8, so he might be ending it soon around like 9:30. Like I said, it is what it is. And you try not to step on other channels the best you can. But like I said, so many of us are out here right now. It's saturated. Yeah, Milo. I guess listen. I started at 10, but 10 was too late, so now I'm doing it at 9. And 9 where it is, it's where it is right now. I'm trying to be I'm keeping the time consistent as far as the days of the week. That goes where the wind goes, guys. I'm only able to do it on my days off, right? So if I step on toes, it's not on purpose. It is what it is. And someone said, yes, the channel's a throwaway channel, guys, right? So the Angry Truths channel is actually a throwaway channel. It's like a throwaway gun, right? You say some shit to YouTube they don't like, you hit them in the chest, you throw, and if they decide to delete the channel, so be it. Like I said, I will create another channel. It'll be like the Angry Truth 2, and I'll put a number by each time they delete the channel, so that you guys know that's that version of the channel, the third, fourth, fifth, however many times it is, until they decide to delete me. Which, listen guys, there's one thing I don't understand about YouTube. YouTube has some fucked up shit on there. And yet, when you talk about strengthening immune systems and how the vaccine, is not what it is, your shit gets deleted. Your channel gets taken down, right? And so, not channel, sorry, your videos get deleted or demonetized, right? And that's just, I find that very interesting that you can have, and I was talking to Pinball Preparedness last night, or yesterday, sorry. And he said that there was a couple of things on there that shouldn't be on there. I forgot what it was, man. It was something fucked up. And that shit is still on YouTube. But talk about, again, the vaccine, talk about COVID, and talk about it in your opinion. And with that, guys, they'll demonetize. So listen, like I said, a throwaway channel. It is what it is. Right, Rooster? Right, it's not a vaccine. It's a gene therapy. We know this, right? Thank you, Eric G, for that one. And listen, guys, there's definitely a YouTube agenda. I just can't figure it out right now. Also, Tennessee Tactical, thank you very, very much for doing what you did for Calamity Girl. I know she shouted you out in her video, I think it was yesterday, and I'm shouting you out, so I appreciate that a lot. Tennessee Tactical, if you don't mind, I'll let people know what you did for Calamity Girl, if it's okay with you. Let me know in the chat, and if I don't acknowledge it in 2-3 minutes, let me know again. But that was pretty cool what you did for Calamity Girl. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Also, someone just donated. Thank you, Survival Living, for the donation. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So if I do miss some of the things in the chat, I'm trying to focus on the subject of tonight. So I do apologize if I missed something. So, Autoimmune Prepper, man, thank you for joining me tonight. TJ Preps, thank you for joining me tonight. Well, thank all of you guys. Thank you for joining me tonight again. All right, all right. So Tennessee Tactical, Calamity Girl is on here as well. So he helped her out in a big way, as much as I'm gonna say, and she appreciated it. Like I said, she had a thank you in her video. I think she posted it yesterday. Again, guys, Calamity Girl is a woman that you should definitely check out. Listen, I appreciate her videos because of her upbeatness. Like she's just happy no matter what happens. The lady lost her fucking house and her property, and she still has a positive side. So that right there, guys, that speaks volumes about the person she is. And she's a channel that, like, with me, it's fuck shit, piss, fuck you, eat a dick, die, this, that, and the third. And then there's her. Flowers, roses, and good things, right? And so her channel is more relaxing, if you will, is where my channel is more aggressive. So, polar opposites. And I do like the lady. I think she's very, very squared away. And even though she's sick, she's still trying to pump out videos and do what she's doing, which is awesome, right? With that being said, Calamity Girl, do me a favor. Try not to pump out too many videos if you're not feeling good. But she looked like she was muscling through one the other day, and again, she was handling it. She was doing a video even though she wasn't feeling that well. So anyway, guys, with that, again, Tennessee Tactical, I appreciate it. That was pretty good. Guys, head over to Tennessee Tactical's channel as well. Again, this guy is again a solid dude for what he did. He didn't have to, and he did it. So do me a favor and show this man support as well. Other than that, guys, let's get into the subject of today. And I cannot believe 9 minutes went past just like that. So anyway, so today we are talking about the obvious food prices that are going up. Now, a lot of YouTubers are talking about this. I was trying to I don't know, lay in a cut, not talk about it. But it's becoming a problem. Now, I know in my last video, live stream, I think, I talked about food problems. Biddy Boo Homestead, thank you for the donations. Right? I talked about food prices going up. Logistics 78, do me a favor, remind me of that later. But there is, for those that don't know, New York is segregating vaxxers and non-vaxxers at sporting events, right? And they're actually letting non-vaxxers in, but they're segregating non-vaxxers from vaxxers. And yet, vaxxers still have to wear a mask. I don't want to get too sidetracked, but we will get back into that later. So, Logistics 78, if you don't mind reminding me later tonight, around the last 10 minutes of the live stream. Vest, I'm not even going to play myself and pronounce your name, but Vest, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Right? So, food prices are going up this year, guys. I mean, first of all, food prices started going up last year. With COVID, people getting sick, workers getting sick, lack of workers delivering these products, food prices went up. And this year, we're seeing them skyrocket. And I would say within the last 2 months now, we've seen it just skyrocket like you wouldn't believe, right? So over the past year, we've seen food prices overall jump 2.6%, right? That was probably the highest we've seen it in a long time. In March alone, it jumped up 0.6%. So that's the largest 1 month jump that we've seen here in the United States, that is, right? Now, I mean, a lot of us who are old enough, we remember the inflation. I was a kid when that happened back in the late 80s, I think, right? Or mid to late 80s, there was an inflation, almost the same thing, except for I think this is worse. And this is only going to get worse because we are affected globally by this pandemic, right? So with that affecting the production of everything, the delivery of everything, right, and affecting the supply chain of all of it, we're absolutely going to see a food problem turn into a food crisis, right? So it first starts out as a food issue, and then you're looking at it, and you're like, all right, there's an issue popping up here. Well, we're going to monitor it. Then it turns into a food problem. Then it turns into a food crisis. A food crisis, guys, when we see it, I think it's going to be a lot worse than what we were all expecting it to be. Just reading everything I read to research-wise for this video, everything I did, it's just not looking good. And the higher-ups, banks that are looking into it, like, what the hell is the name of the bank? There's a large bank that they talked about it. If it pops in my head, I'll spit it out. But they even took note that this food situation, because it's a supply chain problem, is it's going to spike, and we're going to see something we've never seen. And we're definitely going to see collapses in the food supply chain along the lines. So, guys, with that, last year, for example, we're going to use bacon as an example. So bacon right now, as an example, last year was $4.72 a pound, right? And now it's 2021, it's $5.11 a pound, right? That's a big jump. Simple Preparedness, not Bank of America. It's another one. God damn it, man. I can't remember the name right now. Nope. It's not an American bank. It's a global bank. Let me see if I could pull it up real quick, because it's going to eat at me now for, the duration of this video. But, guys, nonetheless, we are absolutely seeing a gigantic problem. Let's see. What the hell was it? You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. It'll occur to me when it occurs to me. But it was damn it, I forgot. It's really bothering me right now. Whatever. Fuck it. It is what it is. But I'll pull up HBC, Citibank, Rothbank. No, Rothschild. No, not Rothschild. Bank of Switzerland. Deutsche Bank. Thank you. Francis, your last name, but Francis, thank you. Deutsche Bank, that's who it was. They were doing the futures of the supply chain, and they were talking about how bad it's going to be and that we haven't seen anything yet. Home and Garden Diaries. Thank you for that. I appreciate. That's right. Okay. All right, guys. So with that, they were the ones that were predicting the future. Now, the cause of the increase in food prices right now is because of the pandemic. That's one. Two is the rise in gas prices, which will continue to go up. Right. So a lot of people have been complaining in my chat, emails, things like that, that the gas prices are going up, and unfortunately, guys, we eat the gas prices. Right? That's how it works. Everything that goes up in production, we see it on the back end. And unfortunately, these manufacturers have to do it. They don't want to do it, but nonetheless, that's what it is, right? They have to have us eat some of that cost. I don't think we eat all of it, but I definitely do think we eat some of it. Yes, Mr. Snowman. Absolutely, I'm 6 weeks behind on it, but it is actually getting worse, as per some of the articles I read. But thank you for that. Uh, so, moving right along. Driver shortage. Now, apparently there's a driver shortage, and there's also another problem with the drivers. They're also requesting more money per mileage. Right? So, Pinball Preparedness did an awesome video on the truck drivers getting more money. And with that, guys, it we are absolutely going to see that again on the back end, which is us. We pay for it, right? So truck drivers' prices are going up. So let's say it was like $4 to $3. Now they're requesting $8 a mile, right? So imagine that, guys. It damn near doubled, or it did double. Sorry, right? And that's bad because again, we pay for that on the back end, us. So there's a driver shortage as well. Not only are they asking for more money, there's a shortage of drivers, which means less deliveries being made, right? Truckers can only work so much. Now, some guys haul all the time. They'll go a couple of days without sleeping, which is absolutely dangerous, but nonetheless, they do it, right? So you also have less workers at certain plants because of COVID. Some guys got sick. Some guys just missed work. Some guys are continuously getting sick, or people are continuously getting sick, and that's less workers at the plant to push out the products to put on the trucks for the trucks to deliver it. Right? Milo on the ready. Thank you for that. So he says, I was a truck driver. They request extra because they have to pay for their fuel. All right, roger that. Thank you for that, by the way. Right? And then there's damages to the crops, guys, that we saw couple months ago, right? We saw that big freeze come out of nowhere, and it sacked the Southwest, and a lot of those produce or vegetables and fruits were hit pretty damn hard, right? So now we have that to contend with as well. Now I'm also hearing of a bird flu epidemic that's popping up, over in the Europe area, right? Not sure exactly where. I'm pretty sure one of you guys will be able to tell me, but that's where we're starting to see something else pop up. Actually, there was two areas in Europe that the bird flu pandemic popped up, and they had to kill like tens of thousands of birds because of this flu pandemic, right? So, guys, food prices are going to continue to go up. Yes, G 0141. Sorry, 0114. Absolutely, they're still doing that COVID tax bullshit, right? And it's bullshit. I do see the point of it, but it should be ending, being that everything is opening up. But that's a different story, right? Again, guys, so food prices are going up, and they're going to go up for the next 12 to 18 months. Again, that was as per Deutsche Bank's future analysis, right? So they look at finances. They look at the analysis of the supply chains, boating industry, food industries. They look at all of it and they compute it, and then they tell us what's what, or what could be what. Now, that being said, they are expecting, and this is a food analyst also that also said this, 12 to 18 months we're going to continue to see food prices rise. Here is the problem with the 12 to 18 months, guys, of food prices rising. The problem is that they are high right now, and families at this moment are already talking about how to lessen their food bill by in making it affordable for them to go shopping. So now they're going to supermarkets, and they have to now stick to what they can only buy and what they need. They can no longer, and this is the beginning, guys, they can no longer buy fruit roll-ups, if anybody still eats that bullshit, or Pop-Tarts, right? They have to focus on the foods they are going to eat, and they are focusing on the fruits and vegetables, obviously, that they're going to eat. So they can't shop outside the box, if you will. They have to have a focused plan when they go shopping, and that's now. This is in May. Keep in mind, in another year, it could be fucking way worse, and they could be buying way less. Keep in mind that we already had a food problem or a starvation problem here in the United States. People will go to bed hungry, or kids will go to bed hungry here in the United States, right? So with that, guys, if they are already poor or could barely afford food or could only feed their family once a day, right? When these prices skyrocket to get even higher, it's going to be out of the reach of those who could barely afford it. So if they couldn't afford it then, what makes you think they're going to afford it in a year? This is going to be a problem that's going to it's going to start another issue here in the United States, and that's going to be more starvation or food insecurity, if you will. And we're going to see more of that. And that's going to be the food crisis. So it's starting to unravel, super slow, but it's unraveling. I mean, prices of food are skyrocketing, but it is starting to unravel fairly slow, with the exception of the food prices going up. We're watching that go up, but we're watching people notice it or come around to it very, very slowly. Right? So, guys, with that, with the prices right now as they are, dozen eggs have gone up 7%, I think, since last year. A pound of chuck beef or meat went up 7%. A loaf of bread went up 11%, and fruits and vegetables nearly 2%. So it's like 1.8% that they went up, right? So these prices are already gone up at again 7, 11, and 2%. This is where it spiked, right? And with that, guys, if we're already seeing a bump in food prices now, like I said, a year is only going to get worse. And then what? How are we going to feed these people? How are these people going to be fed? This is the problems that we're going to start running into down the line. You know, that's a son of a bitch thing. I had a little gnat that just flew in my coffee. I fished it out and drank it anyway. Fuck it. It's not going to kill me. Probably grow more hair on my chest. But anyway, guys, let's get back to it. So, guys, there are 9 million people out of work, or roughly 9 million people out of work here in the United States. They are already on food bank lines, which I said before, and which many other preppers said before. Food banks are going to take the hit first. They're going to see the hit up front. They're going to see the less food on their shelves first, before those of us who go to supermarkets see it first. People in rural areas or suburban areas, you're going to start seeing it as well. You're going to see it first before I see it here, right here in the city. City people are the last to see this kind of shit because population density, the possibility of rioting and looting and bullshit because people are not being fed. There's not enough food to feed people. It's going to get worse. John Davenport, listen, a lot of people are going to starve. A lot of people are going to wind up dying if this gets bad. Again, it's a big ass if. Now, for those of you mentioning insect protein or plant-based food, they are absolutely pushing that. That's the big push that they've been doing for the last year now. Now, we've been seeing commercials for like Impossible Foods and all this other crazy shit for the last 2 years, slowly but surely, but now they're really pushing it, man. And evolve and become extinct. Sorry. Yes, Ice Age Farmer, man, he's been on fire. This guy has been on fire, and I've been getting a lot of my information from him, but I get the information from him from the sources he gets it from, and then I dive into it a little deeper on my own. I'll take his word for it. I will always take his word for it, but I also, just being who I am, I have to do more research, just because, you know? So, guys, Now, this is the a problem with the lower income or the people that are out of work, and the 9 million people out of work. Jason Lusk, who's a Purdue University agricultural economist, says that food is a necessity. No shit. Low income households spend a large share of their income on food. When we see food prices increase, it affects lower income households more, which means, guys, like I said earlier, they're going to be struggling to buy food by the end of this year. You think that the long lines of turkeys and Thanksgiving meals and Christmas meals, you think those are going to be that was long last year? You ain't seen shit yet, guys. You are absolutely going to see it get worse. You're going to see some shit later this year if this food issue turns into a crisis. Right now, it probably is a crisis for some, but for the rest of us, right now, it's just a problem. And it's a problem we're recognizing. And we're looking at it. Like I said, I've seen a lot of videos on this for a while now. And I was trying to avoid it because I'm just like, let's see where this goes. Because I talked about on one of my videos, a food crisis, and it didn't happen. Well, guess what? It's actually it's starting to pan out. But we've all said that. Every last YouTube channel, or Prepper channel, has said the same damn thing. Right, so we've all are paying attention to what's going on. We're using sources like Ice Age Farmer, and then we're diving in on our own, right? And then we're doing this to alert people because again, not everyone follows everyone. I said someone just right now said Ice Age Farmer is not his cup of tea. Okay. So maybe they'll take the information from me. I don't know. Maybe they'll take the information from TJ Preps or Pinball Preparedness or Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, right? Or NY Prepper. Maybe they'll take it from one of them, right? But nonetheless, this is why we all do the videos because not everybody wants to listen to everybody, right? Snowman, you wouldn't enter a fire with me because you're not a fireman, you know? So yeah, you wouldn't do that. Thank you for that. Cuban Redneck Fishing, thank you for the donations. Right, guys? So, with that, guys, we are, I mean, like I said, we're headed towards a problem, and all we need to do is, thank you, Wolffangs, pay attention. That's it. Pay attention to what's going on. Don't ignore this like other people are doing. And I'm watching other people are ignoring this. Like I'm looking at them, they're like oblivious to this, guys. Now here's the oblivious people here in New York City. I don't know about other cities, but I know here in New York City, people eat out more than they cook. Right? Simple. And with that, guys, if they eat out more, they're not paying attention to what's going on. And they're not going to pay attention until it's too late. And then when it's too late, then they're going to be like, fuck, I should have gotten ready, right? Snowman, no, you're not. Actually, Snowman, you're a fraud. I'll call you out. You're definitely not a NH certified firefighter. Who the hell says that? Like, only an asshole says that. But anyway, guys, before I start ripping Snowman apart, that being said, guys, people are not paying attention, so I'm going to go on a limb and sit there and say, we keep prepping. That's it. Bottom line, guys. We keep moving forward. Fuck the other people. Fuck them being lost. Yes, if it's your friends and family, Rat P, man, thank you for the donation. If it's friends and family, try to get them on board. Right? But for everybody else, fuck them. You know, there's nothing we can do. People don't want to do anything else but, you know, worry about getting the vaccine and wondering if they can go see the Mets play. Who the fuck wants to see the Mets play anyway? I don't know. But nonetheless, the Mets are so bad, they're asking you to get a shot and get a free ticket. That's where it's going, right? So, it's that bad. I mean, you know, free tickets if you come to Yankee game or Mets game and get the shot. I don't want to... Listen, if I was going to take the vaccine, the last ticket on this planet I would want is a Mets ticket. And I used to be a Mets fan. Not anymore. Haven't been in like 25 years now, right? So, sorry for that rant about the Mets. But, guys... Wolf Mule, thank you for the donation. Again, appreciate it. You know, so now there's other issues coming out of this, right? Clearly, guys. The lumber prices are going up. Gas prices are going up. Computer chips are not being made as fast, so there's a shortage on that. There's the financial system that we are all watching closely and waiting for it to pop. Right? So all of these are turning into a perfect storm. Well, the financial system and the gas prices are. Computer chips and lumbers, Lumber, the only problem with lumber right now, guys, if you were thinking about building a homestead or a home or some shit like that, your price for that house just doubled to get it built, that is. Because obviously lumber is fucking skyrocketing. Right? So that's going to be a problem. That's for, I guess, you to decide whether or not you want to do the, build a home or whatever it is to use lumber. Some of us can afford it. Some of us can't afford it. Right? Bottom line. And gas prices, guys, skyrocketed from last month, and I didn't notice, 9.1%. That is huge. Now, some of us can blame Biden, or some of us can blame the climate of the world and everything that's going through. I'm going to blame the climate of the world and everything that's going on. I guess Biden is partially to blame, but adult-wise, I would say it's what's going on. Deborah Dude, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. J.S. Hanson, yes, NYC is toast. And someone said diesel is $3, not $4.25. I don't know who said $4.25. Whatever. I don't buy diesel, so I don't care. But nonetheless, here's the solutions, guys. So right now, the solution for what's going on as far as going to the supermarket and shopping, as far as getting your ass to the supermarket and shopping, there's a couple of things you can do right now to save money. One thing you can go to the dollar store. Amathia 25. If I screwed your name up, I'm sorry. Thank you for the donation. There's a couple things you can do. You can go to the dollar store right now, right? So the dollar store has the best offers, if you will. They have the, dollar stores like Dollar Tree or Dollar General. You can go there. They have some stuff that's on sale. I mean, you're eating at your own risk, but nonetheless, they have some cheap shit there. And I've seen some Dollar General, guys, where it's like a supermarket. So with that, you can absolutely go shopping there and buy your food from those cheaper stores as of right now. You can also use an app called Flip, and you can use another app called Basket. Basket is a price comparison app, and Flip is a coupon app, if you will, right? So not sure how Flip works, but Basket, you just, you go there, you go, oh, this store has it for less. You'll put it back on the shelf, and you go there, right? So with that, those are the ways you can do it. Also, as of right now, guys, coupons and promotions you're going to see those less from the manufacturers. You're probably going to see those less from the supermarket as well. So with that, if you see them dwindling down or becoming less, or less offers, if you will, take advantage of them when they pop up. No matter what it is, guys. Even if it's spam, and you guys who love spam, even if because I'll never touch that shit. Fuck it. But even if it's spam and it's on sale, guys, buy the shit, right? You might know somebody that might like it. If it's corned beef hash, buy that. Whatever's on sale, try to get it and put it in your preps. Even though you might not like it, just put it in your preps, because I think this is going to get a lot harsh, if you will. Prepper Now just said it's going to get a lot worse. Also, guys, Prepper Now has been pumping out some really good intel videos. I haven't seen them all. I've watched them here and there, and he's hitting it on the head. So that's another channel, guys, you want to head over to. And again, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and watch his videos. Just watch them. You're not going to be disappointed. Right? So we are at the half-hour mark. All right, guys. So with food crisis going on, I didn't want to do a commercial tonight, because we're talking about people going hungry, and then I'm going to sell you some bullshit fucking freeze-dried foods. So I was going to do it, but I'm not, just because that's kind of that's a shitty move, using this as a what you call it. So the commercials won't happen tonight, but I'll definitely do it next week. Next week I'm doing the movie on the generator. I'm doing a video on the Jackery generator for the first time. I have some interesting problems with the Jackery generator, and not the generator itself, but how to charge this generator via sun, being that I live in an apartment building. So that means I have to go up to the roof. I have to go to the roof and charge the solar generator, right? So with that, guys, that's a problem for me. I don't have a backyard. I don't have a front yard, right? I could leave it out in the street, but I have to sit next to it for 3 hours, right? And I could leave it out in the street and battle crackheads for it, right? Because they're getting aggressive now too. Speaking of which, guys, the crime here in the city, the shit that's going on and is caught on camera is insane. I'm going to get to that in a minute. So with the Jackery right now, guys, I have, like I said, I have an interesting problem. So that means I have to go up to the roof of the building, charge the Jackery, and keep an eye on it. Now, am I going to sit next to it for 3 hours on the roof? I don't think so. But I'm going to have to. Daniel Andrews, I have windows, but my windows behind me face another building. And I face west, regardless. So I don't have enough sunlight to charge it anyway. Even if I faced east, sorry, I still don't have enough sunlight to charge it for the, well, maybe I do, maybe for the 3 hours. But like I said, I back here, I don't get, and I get sunlight, no shit, for 45 minutes. I've timed it. Because when I was doing food photography, I timed the sun to give me that perfect time to do food photography shots via natural light, right? Chubby56, thank you for the donations, right? So the Jackery I got, someone asked what Jackery I had. I have the Jackery 1500, right? That's their newer model. They also have the 2000. I was looking to get to 2000, but the 2000 is on back order because of COVID. Companies are blaming everything on COVID. You know what? Your food was bad at a restaurant, they blame COVID. You know, someone was late. Well, it was because of COVID. They're blaming COVID for everything. So whatever. You know, it is what it is. Sue and Sam, car windshield. No, because then I have to leave it in the car and crackheads are getting bold. J.S. Hansen, again, we're looking at the end of this year to leave NYC. Yeah, listen, kicking my neighbors out, I wish, but that's not the case. So I am going to do a video on the Jackery, like, you know, opening the box and acting surprised, like, oh my God, look at this thing, right? And then I'm going to do the videos on it charging and me running into the unique problem of charging it on the roof of my building. So I'm probably going to have 3 videos out on it because for urban preppers, guys, by the way, the Jackery, because I've been doing research on the Jackery before I even opened the box. Because I'm super excited about it, which I'm not excited about much, but I'm super excited about it, and I'm doing all the research right now before I open the box. And what I'm seeing, I'm liking. And for urban preppers, guys, those of you that live in the city, live in an apartment, it is a valuable gear or tool, if you will, very valuable. And I think it's definitely worth it. But you have to entertain the downside of where to get it charged. Now, you could wall charge it for now. And if you wall charge it, you get 6 hours for it to charge. If you get the AC charger brick, a second one, you can cut that time down to 3 hours. James, yeah, I heard someone. Why do I hate hipsters so much? I don't like hipsters. I don't know what to say. You know, I've met a couple because hipsters are sissy. Just me. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what that hipster shit's coming. I haven't mentioned hipsters in a while. But since you want me to focus on you people who are asking me about hipsters, hipsters are just annoying fucking dudes who run around thinking that they're cool. Like, if you want to be a hipster, then be a hipster. But to dress like, to dress like you're a lumberjack man, but you're not, or to dress like you're from the 20s or the 50s, sorry, and you're not, that's some sick shit. Grow the fuck up. You know, and hipsters, and all hipsters that I've met, except one, are liberals. That's the other thing. At least here in the city, they're all like, look at me, man, I'm fucking cool. Oh, yeah, look at me. I'm cool. Watch me do my robot dance. You know, like, these are the people that just make me puke because they tell people that they're cool. Like, you want to be cool, people have to be like, yo, that's a cool dude over there. You can't label yourself cool. Right? And then on top of that, guys, hipsters wear skinny jeans. And skinny jeans are for bitches who have no nuts. Right? So if you're wearing skinny jeans, it clearly means you don't have any nuts. Or dick for that matter. Right? So That's why I don't like hipsters. And they wear those tight jeans, and the jeans right up to their fucking calves, right? And I think they're called capris or some shit like that. Who the fuck wears capris? Men wear pants. Let your balls and your dick hang out. Don't keep them tucked in between your legs with a fucking skinny jeans on. Whoever started this fucking hipster thing, I'm sorry, but you had it coming to you asking about hipsters. Right? And thank you for that, J.S. Hansen. Fucking hipsters don't have testosterone or low testosterone. You choose. All right? But that was my rant. I think someone set me up for that rant. Somebody set me up for that. I'm realizing that now. Right? But, yeah, guys. It's just, right? Hipsters are like, oh, man, I breakdance and eat kale. You know, like, who the fuck? Really? Who cares? Who cares? But whatever, man. It's my what you call a pet peeve with dudes running around acting like they're fucking. And the worst thing about hipsters is they're like, they all think they're trendsetters. Like every last one of them. They all think they're like setting a trend. They're like, oh, look at me. I'm wearing the newest, Kanye sneakers, or look at me. My fucking, my jeans are cutting off the circulation of my legs. I could barely fucking feel them. Yeah. The race of men are gone. And I saw a t-shirt. It was a t-shirt of a woman wearing a t-shirt that said, make men men again. If women are wearing t-shirts like that, guys, there's obviously a fucking problem with the male race. Period. So there's obviously a problem going on, and those are the two things I hate: spam and hipsters. And I don't hate hipsters. I just don't want to deal with them. I dealt with a hipster once, and I was like, dude, you fucking kidding me? Ugh. Right? Talking to a hipster is like listening to a fucking board. Someone scratch a board with their nails. Right? So anyway, guys, sorry about that rant. So now, that took all fucking 5 minutes. Sorry about that. Switching gears. Now, we're going to talk about the segregation that's just starting here in New York City. Some of you were asking a question earlier, and someone mentioned it. A couple of people mentioned it, absolutely. Actually, sorry. A couple of you guys mentioned about the segregation that started here in New York City. So, let me find my phone. I have no clue where I put it. That's fucking great. It's in here somewhere. Whatever, guys. So, because I was going to read you something that the app here in New York City called Citizen App. They had something that went down. They had the governor say that, and I'm this is not verbatim, so bear with me. They're going to open up the stadiums right now. They're trying to entice people to take the vaccine. So to take the vaccine, they want you to take the vaccine and you get a free baseball ticket, right? Like I said earlier, for the Mets and the Yankees. They want you to Jesus, man, where the hell is my phone? I thought I had it. It's in here somewhere. But anyway, they also want you to social distance if you've been unvaccinated in the unvaccinated section. So the unvaccinated guys are getting a section of their own. The vaccinated, those who have been vaccinated, fully vaccinated, that is, you get a section of your own. The fully vaccinated don't have to social distance, but still have to wear a mask. What does that say about the vaccine? So now they get a special 100% capacity section, and the unvaccinated get a 30% section, population section. So they only 30% of the capacity is allowed in the unvaccinated section. And they have to social distance, so 6 feet apart, which I think are 2 seats apart or something like that, right? So 2 seats apart, and you got to wear a mask, and you only get 30% capacity. That's the unvaccinated. These are two separate sections, guys. They are absolutely developing at the sports centers. This is a problem, right? Angels, no, I don't have pockets on these shorts. It's gone. So, with that, like I said, I think it's inside somewhere. I'll get it later. It's not a big deal. So, guys, the segregation that a few of us have mentioned already is starting to come to fruition. It's happening. It's there. It's not a conspiracy theory like some people were saying. Oh, you're being a conspiracy theorist. No, I'm not. Because here it is. It's happening. So now everything that I've said, or we've said, right? It's coming to fruition. So now they're already starting the segregation. So now that they're starting the segregation, guys, what does that mean? That means it's only going to get worse. And now here we are, right? Now we are at the crossroads of what do we do? Do we fight or do we keep sitting fucking by and doing nothing? Now, Pinball Preparedness had a video about a letter from lawyers who are specialists in vaccines in the medical field. The medical field and vaccines. They have a letter that you can give to your boss and that you can give to schools. You have to head over to Pinball Preparedness channel, and I wish I could remember the name of the video, but I think it was a video he released yesterday, or the day before yesterday, the day before yesterday. So today's Monday, he released a video Monday, and if you go on there, he has a link to the doctors or lawyers that you can click on this link, and they'll give you a letter, or you download the letter that you can give to your bosses refusing to take the vaccine and why it's legally refusable. Right? So I will put that video in the description section below. I will also put that video, if I can find my fucking phone, I would also put the link to that video, to the website, in the description section below, guys. So here's the problem. Now here's the problem. But here in New York City, believe it or not, a bunch of liberals got together at a park in Brooklyn. They are against the vaccine. They don't want their kids taking it. They don't want to take it. This crowd was fairly small. I would say 60 to 70 people. But nonetheless, that is a good sign. That means people are getting tired of the bullshit and they're starting to fight back. Even the liberals are fighting back or against this. They're done. So that's a good thing. Right? And that's a very, very good thing, guys. So we are definitely seeing some kind of a pushback, but we need to see that pushback in other cities as well, because people don't want to give their kids this vaccine, period. The CDC and FDA are coming to an agreement to make this emergency use for kids from 2 to 12, I think, or 2 to 15. Or was it 12 to 15? I can't remember, but they're trying to make it for kids from 2 to 15, right? So right now, what do? Right? We have to start fighting back. We have to start writing more letters and phone calls to politicians to get them on board before we do the absolute, before we do the action that can't be undone. A lot of you know what I'm talking about. The action that cannot be undone. Once we head in that direction, it's full steam ahead. It's not, whoa, it's not none of this bullshit. It's full steam ahead. Once that action starts, guys, it'll be worse than the Boston Tea Party, right? So now we have to start thinking about this and thinking about when we're going to do this and is it worth it? And I think personally it's worth it. Dawn, thank you for that. She says the pinball video is called "No Entity Can Legally Mandate the Jab." You need the email. And he will send it to you. She got hers today, right? So this is what Dawn said. So right, no entity can legally mandate the jab. That was a good video, guys. That is some shit that you that's something you should definitely entertain, guys. Like I said, a lot of people are like, well, fuck letters, fuck this and that, though. So for them to use it like, fuck letters, then go ahead and set it off. That's the thing. But we all have to set it off at the same time. It can't be one lone asshole to do it. It's got to be all of us together. We have to group together and decide when's the right moment to set it off. When's the right moment to Boston Tea Party this shit, right? That's what we got to do. That's what it needs to be. Because right now, saying I'm not taking a jab is not going to work anymore. I see, guys, that they're going to try to force everyone to take this. And I don't mean hold your social freedoms back. I think they're going to force us to take this. So you think about it and think about whether, and listen, to me it's worth it. But everyone's going to have to make a sacrifice, guys. Unfortunately, real sacrifices are going to have to be made. Some shit is going to have to go down for them to understand we fucking mean business. That's all I can say, guys. I think that we're definitely headed towards a crossroads of problems, and with those problems, there's going to be consequences, and we're going to have to pay those consequences, and we're going to have to make others feel those consequences. We cannot just sit by and keep talking. Now, I would love to set it off, but if I set it off by myself, guess what I look like? The crazy nut guy. Broken 76, yes, get in their face, but there's going to be a point where that's going to be needed. To say no violence, that's what they're expecting. But to sit there and make a decision to go full steam ahead, that's what's going to need to be done, guys. Like I said, the letter writing and stuff and the emails and bombard them with it to get their attention. But if that doesn't work, what's the next level? The next level is Boston Tea partying the shit out of the vaccines. That's the only and last solution. But listen, guys, I don't know. I definitely foresee bad problems with the vaccine. I don't think they're going to withhold food from us or water or any crazy shit like that, but we're definitely going to see some problems. We're going to start seeing problems with schools. We're going to see it this year, right? We're going to see kids not going back to school because they're mandating the vaccine. Now, again, they can't mandate the vaccine if it's not been fully authorized, but they're going to try to fully authorize this vaccine by, I'm going to say, July or August, just in time for school season, guys. All right? Now, I know a lot of people... oh man, I'm not even gonna pronounce your name, but EW, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Right? At some point, guys, the something's gonna have to happen. Yeah, I guess something's gonna have to happen, and then what? Right? We have to do, and Winston the Spartan, yeah, homeschooling, but homeschooling can't be the solution. We can't keep running from the problem, right? So homeschooling is running from the problem. Leaving New York City and moving somewhere else is running from the problem. We can't keep running from the problem because the problem's going to corner us, right? And if we keep moving and liberals go, oh, I don't like what we did to New York City, let's move somewhere else, right? And they move to a nice fucking state of, I don't know, Wisconsin, right? And they go to Wisconsin and they infect it with their infectious bullshit. Then they go, oh, I don't like what we did to Wisconsin. Fuck it. Let's go to Montana. Then they go to Montana and infect Montana with their liberalist bullshit. They keep moving state to state, guys, and infecting it with their bullshit. And we keep running. We keep moving, going to Texas, Florida, Louisiana, Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina. We keep running from the problem, but we have to stay and fight. At some point, you got to fucking dig your heels in and fight. Because running is not the solution. I thought it was. I thought, you know what, I'm going to move out of this city and fuck that. Now, moving to have a better life for your kids is one thing, but moving and keep moving around is not the solution. A lot of politicians, guys, they are missing this opportunity to fight for us. They clearly don't want to fight for us. The Republicans, guys, they're showing who the fuck they are. They are showing us that they're not for the people. They sounded like they were for the people. They sounded like they were backing us and they were 100% behind us. Then that bullshit happened January 6th, and they all vanished. Vanished. Gone. Then what? They're not in the limelight. Then you got Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's a bit of a nut because she follows that QAnon shit. Now, I like some of the shit she says, but I can't be wholeheartedly behind her, you know? So, you know what, guys? It's just interesting that this is the problem we're having. The running away, the not wanting to fight, the politicians not standing up for us. Democrats are absolutely getting it done. They're doing everything in the book to get it done. They have an idiot, right? And this idiot's name is AOC, right? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. That asshole. They got this moron talking and putting ideas into people's heads, and people are going with the ideas and going, that's not a bad idea. Let's see how we can fuck this city up some more because AOC said so. Look at the new idea right now. People who are not taking the vaccine are being called vaccine hesitants, right? So vaccine hesitance is a new term they're trying to throw out there to make us feel bad. Well, you people are not getting this country back to normal. So because of that, we can't reopen everything. And because of you, we're going to have to continue to isolate in place or not open to 100% capacity. They're trying to blame those who don't want to take the vaccine. One snowman. You keep talking and like no one's listening to you. But I tell you this much. Anytime you want to fight, I'm here in New York City. So get your ass on a plane or car or drive, whatever you want to do. You want to float on here in your magic carpet? I'm here. I'll give you my address. You can meet me in front of the building. However you want to get down. But the fact that you're talking all this shit from behind a computer says a lot to me. So, Prepper 101, happy birthday, man. Thank you for reminding me. I like the way you reminded me of that. Happy birthday, guys. Prepper 101, I appreciate it. Appreciate you reminding me. Thank you. But what you call it? Guys, like I said, the problem with a snowman. My email is angryprepper@gmail.com. Again, I'll give you all the avenues to come at me any way you want. Any way you want. I'm here. You let me know. Because, I mean, you're sitting there crying like a bitch. So if you want me to spank you like a bitch, just show up and we'll handle it. That's all. So anyway, guys, back to the problem at hand. So the politicians are not handling this shit. The Democrats are getting it done. They're doing what they're doing. And what are the Republicans doing? They're not doing a fucking thing. They're not doing anything, guys. They are fucking sitting by and watching this shit collapse. They're not stepping up. Let me walk that back. The Florida governor is the only one stepping it up. He's the only one putting the screws to them. The only one. Fucking Ted Cruz is backpedaling. Everybody else is quiet. I don't hear a fucking word from anybody else. So I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? So we have this one Republican hopeful in Florida, the Florida governor, DeSantis. That's it. And so with that, man, I don't know what else, who else to look for. You can't. Unfortunately, guys, we're going to have to do our own shit. We cannot rely on these shitbag Republicans. Because that's what they are to me right now. They are shitbag Republicans. They aren't doing a fucking thing. Democrats are fucking saying all kinds of crazy shit. Right? They're saying everything under the sun. And people are like, oh, that's a good idea. Let's run with that. You know what? Let's blame people for fucking not taking the vaccines. We'll put them on the chopping block. We'll get at them this way. Okay. Oh, these people here, they're not wearing a mask. They're mask breachers. Let's get them. This is what we're doing. And this is what the Democrats are doing. And instead, Republicans are being quiet. Republicans are not standing up for us. Joe Rogan made a fucking awesome statement, and even that bitch backpedaled. Right? So now the powers that be are making everyone backpedal in their statements. There is a problem. So, the only solution to that is, guys, time to dump the Republican Party, burn the Democrat Party, and start a fucking new party that has fucking balls. Because all these other fucking politicians out here, whether they're independents or the Green Party, whatever, they're still quiet. They're only worried about their pockets. They're not worried about the country. Right? If you're worried about the fucking country, you do something about it. But they're not worried about this country. No one is. Democrats want to destroy it. Republicans are fucking vacationing and wherever the fuck they vacation. And all the other smaller parties are not doing a fucking thing. So, listen, guys. It is what it is. Party of the hipsters. Probably. At this point, guys. Really, what else? Yeah, Okie Rebel. Listen, you could say good luck with that, not going to happen, but something's got to happen because I'm tired of people, and I'm not singling you out, but I'm going to single you out. People like you who sit there and go, well, this is not going to happen, that's not going to happen. Well, then what's going to happen? You need a solution. We can't keep complaining without a solution. And I'm giving solutions. So then meet me halfway and come up with a solution. Because if all you do is going to fucking complain like every the fuck body else, then what the fuck are you here for? We have to come up with a fucking solution with the problems we are having. Pinball Preparedness presented a solution, right? The solution I'm proposing, which you will, is starting another fucking party, dumping all the fucking money of everyone who's tired of the Republicans and the Democrats, dumping it into a fucking fund, and starting another political party. That's a fucking solution, right? Obviously, you need someone who can speak, who's not going to curse and throw somebody like me. The things I say, it's unacceptable. I'll say that, but you can't just sit there and complain. A lot of you people will sit there and fucking complain till you're blue in the face, but will never fucking come up with a solution. Now, I was talking to Pinball Preparedness the other day. I have another problem. I'm gonna come off in a little bit, guys, to head over to the Angry Truth. But actually, I'm gonna explain this in the Angry Truth, but it has to do with fucking YouTube in the ass. That's the long short of it, or the short long of it. Sorry, it's fucking YouTube in the ass, and I have a solution to make YouTube listen to the creators and stop demonetizing creators just because they talked about herbal remedies or homeopathic remedies. So there's a way that we can handle this with YouTube, and I'm going to explain it on the Angry Truth channel. But again, guys, you have to come up with ideas. You can't fucking sit here on YouTube and go, that's not going to work. That's never going to happen. No, that's stupid. That's a dumbass idea. Come up with a fucking solution. Get the fuck off the computer. Go read a fucking book or some shit and drink tea. Right? So anyway, guys, that being said, I'm going to end this. I'm going to head over to the Angry Truth channel. You guys are more than welcome to follow me over there. If not, for those of you that are not interested in that, see you guys later. Appalachian Prepper, I'm going to request a couple of preppers, YouTube preppers, to help me out with that. Right now, Pinball Preparedness is one guy that I'm looking to help me out because he's more, he's smart, one. Two, he's civil-minded. So he could probably talk me off the ledge over a couple things. Prepper Now is another one that I'm going to request to help out as well. And we need to come up with a plan to make YouTube pay for the shit they are doing. Like I said, my channel's a throwaway channel, guys, The Angry Truth. But there are channels getting demonetized and deleted for fucking nothing. That being said, there needs to be a fucking a solution to that problem. And the solution to that problem is handing them their fucking dicks financially. All right, guys? So, other than that, thank you for following me. Thank you for watching me tonight. Sorry. Thank you for listening to my rant. Snowman, you can eat a dick. See you later in the Angry Truth. And Snowman, in case you haven't done it already, please hit the like and subscribe so you can continue to hate me forever. Other than that, guys, thank you. Biddy Boo, Homestead, The Angry Truth is going to be on at 10:15. I'm heading on in about 10 minutes. So see you guys over there.